Hello, let's continue. The types of government. So, democracy country is governed or ruled indirectly by people, means the people elect their representative and send him into the parliament. So, that's why it is the governed or ruled indirectly by the people. In monarchy, the country governed or ruled by the king or queen. Next, in democracy, people elect a particular person by giving a vote. Next, the elected people from government, elected people form the government, means the majority group form the government. Next, government has need to explain and defend its decisions to the people. Suppose whatever the decision taken to the parliament by these elected representatives, they are the government. If suppose there is any issue regarding to this decision, at that time government need to explain, or sometime they had to listen to the people. So where, in which countries the democracy is? In India, USA, South Africa, etc. So monarchy, so the country governed or ruled by the king or queen. In monarchy, the final decision making power in the hands of king or queen. So here in democracy, the power in the hands of people, we say, but here the power in the hands of king and queen. So the king and queen do not have needs to defend their power, means defend their decisions to people. So whatever the decisions taken by the king and queen in the court, they need not to explain or say something. Now, where this monarchy in the present days, that is Bhutan, Saudi Arabia, etc. So democratic government. So democratic government, what are the features of the democratic government? So features of democracy: people have power to elect their leaders through election process. Means here the voting power is the supreme power in the democratic government. All adult citizens of a country have voting rights. Adult citizens in India, we say the above the age of 18 or above, they are having a right to vote and they elect the people. Next, the people indirectly participating in making the rules by elect their leaders. And last, the elected representatives meet in parliament and make decisions, laws for the entire population. I think so. I understood this topic also. Now, India is a democratic country. So all of we know that in India there is a democratic government. So let say it's how the India became a democratic country. So democracy in an India due to a long struggle of the Indian people. So Indian democracy referred to as a representative democracy. Representative democracy means the people of India, the adult citizen voting, and the elected voting to the leaders and elected member sent into the parliaments, and he represent to the constituency from where he elected. So that's why we can say that is representative democracy. So representative democracy means people choose their leaders through the election process. So India became a democratic country after its constitution came into effect of 26th January 1950. Next, that is universal adult franchise. We sometimes we say only the adult franchise. So what is this? So who is an age of 18 years or above has a right to cast vote is called universal adult franchise. No person can be denied the right to vote on the basis of education, caste, creed, color, gender, or poor, etc. Means the any person, no one. So Gandhiji journal in India that illiterate have also right to vote. So students, why the Gandhiji said like this? Before the independence, in the many countries in the present days, also in the where the latest countries where democracy is implementing, the many women's in the many countries, the women's even does not having a voting right. Some in previously where the constitutional monarchy at that time also, like we talk about the France and other countries before the 18 before the 19th century, there also the illiterate people or the poor people does not having a voting rights. That's why Gandhiji said in the journal in India that voting rights should not only to the wealthy and literate people, but poor and literate have also right to vote. Now, suffrage movement. What is this suffrage movement? So, women's, particularly the women's suffrage movement, women was fight for the right to vote and equal rights as a men. Students, do you know after the second world in the second world war, the many women went to uh, went to factories or join the factories. Why? Because at that time many men went to the borders for fighting. Hence, these women join the companies and they doing a job which were previously done by the men. At that time, the women shown their power that they can also work as women, work as a man. That's why they here not only wants to the voting right but as well as even equal right as a man. So in an America, women got the right in 1920, and in UK, in United Kingdom, in the Britain, the women got the right in 1928. So this is the women suffrage movement. Uh, in this movement, the women got the power they own and from the America men, or as well as even the treat them or give the right men. Next, uh, the chapter is over. I hope so you understood the chapter better. If you don't, if you have any doubt regarding this chapter, you can ask me by messaging on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you.